Divine greetings, masters. Thank you so much for joining. This is Madhu Soni, welcoming you all to Light and Soul Meditation English group. So, masters, today we are entering into the second chapter of Your Soul's Plan, which is written by author Robert Schwartz. And today we have Rani Ojha ji with us. So, hello Rani ji, welcome to this Light and Soul Meditation group. And this is your first day. So, very warm welcome. And you are going to do Swadhyaya on Your Soul's Plan, second chapter. So, I'm very happy and proud of you that you took the initiative. So, masters, let me tell you about Rani ji, that she is a mother of two handsome boys, 14 year and 12 years old. She is married and currently living in New Jersey for 16 years. Originally, she's from Kolkata, and she says that it's her city of joy. She is an MBA in marketing and sales, and also a banking professional. She likes helping people with their financial goals, and also she started her journey with Bhakti Yoga, and she's also associated with ISKCON. And as you know, by looking at her background wallpaper, you can understand that yes, she's a Krishna Bhakt and Krishna Radha Bhakt as well. And apart from that, she is she loves prayers, doing prayers, and inner peace, spirituality, devotion, meditation. She loves all these things, masters. And definitely, she's a strong woman and with a strong mind. And also, she understands, she's very, humanely possible. She's very emotional as well, and also very loving. So wonderful to know such a human being exists between us, and not only a housewife, mother, but a working professional as well, and a spiritual person as well. So happy to know that you are here with us and on this journey. So, Rani ji, so welcome, and all the very best for your Swadhyay today. So
thank you, Madhuji. Coming from you, it just sounded very nice. Thank you so much. So yeah, good evening, good morning, everyone. I'm just going to talk of what I understood. So it's not my knowledge, but I'm just going to repeat what I've read here with my understanding. So chapter 2, we are covering on physical illness, and one of the most feared illness, which is AIDS. The author is going to talk about how John is the character there in the chapter, and how he overcame the fear with this very fearful illness in his life, and how still he accepted, and got actually what he wanted from his life. So I'm just going to go over that story when John was actually was born in Livingston, Alabama. And this was a small town with 2,500 people in 1956. And that was a time when social, racial intolerance was very famous in the South. And as a child, when he was growing, he came to know about his sexuality as a homosexual person. And he wanted to come across and tell this to his family, starting from his father. And while he was trying to express and he wanted that acceptance from his family, nobody was there to give him that kind of support. When he asked his father, and when he actually, John confirmed about he being gay or his sexuality, the father actually burst into tears. And he also said that you should know your limits, your line, and you should know which family you're coming from. If it is only for some kind of enjoyment, then I can definitely take you to a woman and you can, have a good time and fulfill all your desires. So he was very hurt. He took a different approach, went to his mom, and very casually said that, Mom, there is going to be an interview of a homosexual man. He's young, he's successful, and he's a homosexual. And we're going to talk to him and his parents. And I'm very excited to look at this interview. Please remind me of this show. So he just wanted to bring that into her attention. that he's interested to know about that, and how common it is, and everybody's now interviewing someone who is known for his homosexuality, but also he's a very successful person. While he was watching the program, he wanted to look at his mother and see her reaction, and she was not at all comfortable. She was trying to, show it to him that she's not interested to listen. She started playing solitaire, that's a card game, so that she can take her stress away, and just banged on the mouse by doing click, 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 as if she is not hearing what is said on the interview, and concentrated more towards her game. Now, John tried to look at that intense concentration on his mother's face as she tried to focus on the card. And he was hoping that she would come and sit with him and watch this interview, but it didn't happen, sadly. Now, also at school, John's classmate, his friends, everybody would make fun of him. They would call him by different words. They would call him fag, push him around, make, a bully. So once his teacher, John's teacher, came and said, "You are a man. Why don't you act like one? And, why are you giving them this opportunity to do that to you?" And then John came to his teacher and explained the same to her. And so the teacher asked that, "What religion are you in?" He said, "I'm a Methodist." And she said, "Is it acceptable in your religion?" So he said, "No, not at all. In fact, it is a sin, and it's a sin against God." And then she asked, "What is the religion that most of the people follow in Livingston, the city you live in?" He said, "Baptist." And she said, "What is the view of Baptist about this homosexuality?" So he said, they say that you're going to burn in hell. And so there was clearly no acceptance from anybody around John. In fact, he had a couple of, more than one romantic partners, and all of them shamed him with harsh words. So he was very demoralized then. And on top of that, what happened, being a homosexual person was not even accepted by the society then. He fell ill, and then he was diagnosed with AIDS, right? And AIDS is part of the pattern of shame that John either witnessed, and that was part of his shame. He continued to feel shamed all his life, and then this came in. And he remembered one day he was walking, he was going in a van, and everybody looked at him. They tried to, ignore him, and they got all the windows rolled up when he was going there. And he was so upset that time, because he came to know about his diagnosis with AIDS. He screamed that, "Don't you know the entire world has changed?" And then silently said, "For me, it really has." So at one point, he got critically ill. And while he was in the hospital, he was hospitalized, he experienced a near death. He had the near death experience. And so basically, so he had that near death experience where he actually felt that he is being in a room, and it was all dark, surrounded by a lot of people. But there was no noise, and there was no conversation. He could sense that there were a lot of people, but they were not of the same realm that he was, like the same territory he was. And he felt that either he could join them, or he has a choice of not joining them. And he chose, and he distinctly chose not to be with them, not to join that realm, that territory. And it was a decision that he didn't want to stay there wherever he went after death. So John chose life. And at that point, he wanted to continue in his physical form, and he thought that was a new type of life, after he experienced the angel of death, and he got a little bit of appreciation. He thought that he has some appreciation, some appreciation towards the physical life which he was awarded earlier, or which he chose earlier. So he stopped feeling ashamed at that point. And he discovered that as close as he was towards dying, he chose not to. So he didn't want to die. He wanted to, and later, we know that why he didn't want to. So, will you 1 second? So yeah, I just had this few pointers I just wanted to go. He was blaming himself, is that when he was diagnosed as AIDS, he said that he got what he deserved. And he was never happy. He was never stunned by saying that, yes, I got what I deserved. He was actually very sad inside. And, as he publicly also said that, don't you know, the entire world has changed. For him, it was changed. But after that near-death experience, his statements actually changed. He realized as close as he came towards dying, he didn't want to die. And so when asked, he said that the best way to deal your fear is to kiss them on the nose and they disappear. So that's what he learned, and he came very strongly with that. And I put a star towards that quote because I wanted to keep it on my personal favorite quotes, that the best way to deal your fear is to kiss them on the nose and they disappear. I wanted to share something about my personal life, that I am claustrophobic. I was very badly claustrophobic. I realized a couple of years back when I was going through this tunnel in New York, and I screamed. I had an attack there. And then I went through therapists because I didn't want to face it. I wanted to come out of it. And that's what he taught me, that face it, what is going to happen. So this is the best example in my personal experience. And I would just want to give my testimony that, yes, the best way to deal your fear is to kiss them on the nose and they disappear. So I actually went to that tunnel just by myself. I drove and I said, what are you going to do to me? So I just spoke to the tunnel that, come. What do you have? Show it to me. Show it to me. And from that day, it actually disappeared. So this was my personal experience. So it touched my heart and I wrote it. And so John wanted to live with the truth and accept the truth and come across with no shame. So that was his idea, to get this new life while he wanted to come back. So the session which the author had with Glenna Dietrich, as a channel. So what they do is they enter a trance in which the consciousness of other beings speaks through her, right? What Madhuji explained in earlier classes. So some channels were fully aware of every word spoken by the channeled entity. Others have a vague awareness of what it is discussed. Now, excuse me?
Yeah.
I thought somebody is saying something.
No. Go ahead. All good.
So they began the channel, okay? And through Glenna, the voices were speaking. So the spirits were speaking. So her voice actually softens. So it softens slightly with a different tone and diction. And he could see the changes, which was very noticeable at that time. And it was not one, not two, but 3 non-physical beings were present to speak through her. And they clearly said that we are three here to see you. And we are not one of the material world, but from spiritual realm. And as you consider, 2 of us have not been in human material form as you are. We are from angelic realm. We remain nameless to you, and we appear in your mind only as colors or any physical shape, any shape. And Glenna were reaching across the way to the non-physical world, there was a sweetness in Angel's tone, and I found, John, the author, he found it very soothing. So also, when they were communicating, he found out that in that world, in spirit world, they often communicate only with feeling, right? And that the mediums frequently see the color of both non-physical and physical being. So it doesn't matter to them if there is a physical being or if there's a name associated to that soul. It doesn't matter to them because it's all energy for them, and they only communicate to energy. So how would they know that they are talking to John or they're talking to this person, Glenna? They would know because as per them, they had the unique energy. So they would identify them with the unique energies. So like me, you, everyone, we will have unique energy through which the spirit world can identify us and communicate with us through feelings. So they do not need to know that who is Rani or who is, A, B, C. Just by communicating, they would know because all of us, each one of us, each soul, as per what I read, has unique energy. And the angels, they are very good in recognizing that. One of the angels said that I have been incarnated in your realm 867 times. So that's the second angel, she said. And I have spent in human bodies. There have been any number of times when I have chosen to spend my incarnated time in bodies other than human. Okay. So it was only human 867 times. And the angel chose to be one of John's guide. And the angel said that we have been together, John, in so many incarnations. And I remember Madhuji saying that soul can come in groups. And angel said that we have been sisters, we have been mother and daughter, we have been enemies, we've been dear friends, and we have even murdered one another. And it only happened to experience that beautiful growth together. We're truly what those dreams consider to be soulmates. So this is something also I learned today. So two souls who are soulmates. So two souls of very similar vibration, right? A frequency at which we both have color and sound that are similar. So vibration, we often hear good vibration, positive vibe, negative vibe. Here vibration is referred to as color and sound only. So they only understand because they're not in the physical material realm. So they differentiate it, or they understand the frequency through color and sound. She also said that she's very proud of, I don't know she or he, but the angel was very proud that John have decided to move forward in this incarnation, and many things that he has done to prove many energies have brought forth. The angel has been with him all the time. The angel says that I've stepped beside you, and at times I've been in front, encouraging you during those times you consider to be the darkest. Yes, my energy is familiar to you. I wish for you to remember the beauty of your soul, the incredible light that can come into your heart. But that light, which she's mentioning, she also said that it is very difficult to keep that shining light on when most around you desire only darkness. So, so many of us, we are people pleasers, right? And we try to take everyone along and keep everyone happy. But if one of you is the shining star and everyone around is only asking for darkness, so it is very difficult to keep that shining star. So that's what she was appreciating, that it is, but if you keep doing that, you will be recognized as a true healer, as a true sage, amongst those who are not awakened. So you will be one of the awakened ones, and that's what you are. And it takes a lot of courage and heart to do that, but keep doing it. That's what the angel said. And the question which the angels had, they said that please go over, start your question one by one. So the main question was, did John plan before but to have experience of AIDS in this lifetime? And if so, then why? So the answer to that question is yes. John had agreed, and they're going to go over why and how. Madhuji, is there something which you want to add, or you want to change? Want me to change it differently? Is it going
No, it's
in the
going
format
good.
you wanted?
No,
Okay.
yeah, wonderful.
So so the angel said there are no heavy energies in this non-physical state, right? To stop you for any kind of progress that you want to do. So it's not a heavy obstacle there. So whatever ability you have, you only go forward, you only see forward. So the between time period, between the incarnation from your current body to your new body, the time which is there is spent in assessing and planning for what the soul considers to be the next step, the next plan. So yes, that planning was done for John to experience that illness during his lifetime. And 1 minute. So again, the question was that if you can create what you want to experience in your next body, why don't you experience pleasant, happy, or blissful life? Why would you plan something with so much of challenges? So that was his next question. So the angel said, the more times you come to the same obstacle, the easier it is to catapult, which is to speed up yourself over it, or to crawl under it, or to be around it until finally it becomes your second nature. So why the obstacle or challenges come, and I remember you talking about it in your last class, that you'll keep
getting those challenges.
The one with the addict class, right? The addictness. You'll keep getting those challenges. If it is not for outsider, then somebody in the family. If not in the family, then very close to you, like your son or your parent. So you will keep getting those challenges unless you learn from it and grow out of it. So that's one of your learning. It's all just a part of your growth, and it becomes your second nature, that whatever comes across as a challenge, you know how to deal with it in a positive way, and it just helps you towards your growth. And by doing that, you get to know what the primary purpose of your life is. The primary purpose of your life challenges is to show how our thoughts and feelings can create a reality. Oh, wow, I like that. So whatever we often say, my mom used to say that galat mat, I mean, don't wish for wrong for even for yourself or for others, because sometimes what happens that God is there on your tongue, dancing on your tongue, so it becomes true. So here it is also said that primary purpose to get those challenges is to show how our thought and feelings towards that challenge is, and however we plan to react, or our feelings comes out of our heart, it becomes a reality. So that reality, for it to become the way it was planned, these challenges was coming to him in birth after birth. Also, these challenges, she kept explaining that challenges are mirrors. It reflects to us our feelings about ourselves. They are gifts, but only the wisdom will allow us to recognize them as such gifts. So yes, challenges are mirrors. So if you see something bad in others, which is a challenge, it is a mirror, which is actually you. I never used to understand that, and I used to even get offended. No, it's not me, it's the other person. But but that is the growth. That is the growth. That is where I need to polish myself, work on it. Because if I look at the mirror, the challenges is my mirror. I hope I'm not confusing you.
No. Well, wonderfully well.
Yeah.
Rani ji, you know your pages, right? Like 47, 47 to 48. So where are we? Like on
up
which
to
page?
47. We are in 43.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I just jot down because they are having conversations, so I just jot down some points which I wanted to explain.
Okay.
So yeah, but those challenges, they only become gifts with wisdom. So when you learn only to have wisdom, those gifts will come to you. Wisdom will only allow that gifts to come to you, will allow even if it comes to you, you will not recognize us. So wisdom is a very, very expensive gift. So once you get that and the humbleness, you will appreciate those challenges as a gift. Now on the same page, she also said this, it's a part of not your physical growth or not your growth in the material world, but it's for the spiritual growth process in this world, in this earth. And the process is to love, to have self-love. The self-love will only starts burning when we stop, when we cease to think ourselves as limited or as flawed personality or something which is bad, or maybe we keep saying, oh, this is what I deserve, I belong to this lower life because this is what I deserve. If we keep doing that and there is no self love, then there is clearly no spiritual growth. Then you'll have to go through that again until you come to that platform where you have the wisdom to appreciate the challenges, to receive them. And instead, we should always remember that we are transcendent beings, to recognize this inner thing, to change thought patterns and physical health. So we just have to consciously remind ourselves that we are not the body, but the soul, and this is for the growth. So in the next page, she also said that the body itself is used to bring about this awareness to shine where healing is needed in a very intense and powerful manner. Okay, so give me 1 second. This was. So there have been many events that was experienced by John. So the question was that why it had to come in such an intense way, right? It came in an intense way because there is a plan behind it. The intense and powerful manner it comes because that is how the soul gets impacted. When the soul gets impacted, it gets benefited to the society because you are in that platform to give that kind of growth to the society. That's why it just comes and hits you in a very intense manner. She also was trying to help him understand that how physical illness can stimulate the spiritual healing, because even when you're physically ill, and that will come, like life, death, birth, death, and diseases, it will come. Nobody can stop. But at that point, if you have this in mind that this is only a part of your growth, your soul never dies, you have that understanding, you have that knowledge, and how to deal with it. So the shame for John was trying to heal, right? So while the healing process in that place, the first thing for him was to accept it, um, to believe that he is deserving of unconditional love, and that was the idea. Okay. Now they also talk about soul group, right? So as the angel said, one of the angels said that I came with you, I was with you in so many incarnation, in different relation, different body. The soul group through incarnation makes its ways through heavy energy, and it clears, it becomes cognizant once again of the light and the truth. So the truth keeps coming back to you until and unless you accept it, come out of it, grow with it, and deal with it, and it just becomes a second nature. And also for you to stabilize your awareness, so awareness becomes more stabilized. So when the angel said that, did that answer your first question or the couple of questions which you had? So he said, yes, that answered my previous question. But again, my other question was, did John actually ask the soul group and he agreed to be one in the soul group? He agreed to be one with AIDS, and that others were incarnating around him to judge him, reject him, and not provide him with an unconditional love. Is that also correct? So the angel said, yes, that is correct. That seems to be a risky plan because John might adopt the beliefs of those around him and conclude that he is in fact not worthy of unconditional love. It's a part of his healing his own soul. That's what the angel said. And does the soul group continue to use this kind of plan until there's an incarnation in which the individual concludes that he's worthy of the unconditional love? And the answer is again, yes, that is correct. So we had now come to the timeless issues of human suffering, she said. And this is the question everyone had. Why do it that way? Just the end of the first and second and third question was to again and again reiterate to have that self-love, to have acceptance. And the third point, which the angel said, is when the author asked that, wouldn't that be easier to just have a blissful life, have a healthy family, and everyone loves each other, and just live like that and leave your body? So the angel said no, because the balance is obtained. Balance is also required. Like it was discussed in earlier classes, that we need to have darkness, to experience light, right? So that kind of balance is also required. All individuals who incarnate in this physical realm experience both light and darkness in some incarnation. And one may choose that individual who exterminates, which is like who ends this human tribe life, will have to go through this darkness and light. And one may choose to do any kind of ill treatment during their physical life on this earth. They may choose to abuse children. All of these things create a level of learning and knowledge. So everything is a part of your learning and knowledge. This is truly the territory where there is a balance of good and bad. Finding that balance between the light and the darkness, the good and the bad, brings you out of that realm. So the only way for you to come out of this birth, death experience and be there in blissful stage is for you to understand, to experience the good, both the good and bad, and that will bring you out of that realm, and that moves you away from the sense of duality and creates within you instead a belief in all that is. The angel was referring to the divine nature and unity of all that exists in the universe. So again, he asked, does that mean that John's soul group is healing shame through both pleasant, loving incarnations and more challenging ones, like the experience of AIDS? That is correct, said the angel. I felt comforted to hear the balancing and the life planning. So after that, he was little convinced, and he was comforted that this was a life planning process. The balance is a life planning process. So during the conversation, she also mentioned something about lower frequency. So John now asked that, how can I raise that frequency if ever I was caught in that lower frequency? Then he would say, and John was told that the highest frequency in the universe is that of love. And there's no doubt about it. Love is something everyone craves for, everyone desires for, everyone looks forward for, and that can win anyone's heart. So, and it was confirmed that the highest frequency in the universe is that of love. And so to hold that frequency for yourself as long as possible, whenever possible, is the secret. Like Madhuji keeps saying, that self-love comes first. Self-love comes first. So there's a definitely truth behind it. Not that I was doubting it, anyways, but it was again confirmed that self-love is also is the secret. Love is the secret. So wherever you can get, whichever way you can give it to yourself, as long as possible, whenever possible, wherever possible, do it, because that's the path towards getting into highest frequency. Then again, the question was, what would you say to someone with AIDS who's trying to understand the deeper spiritual meaning? Is there any spiritual meaning attached to people who are having or going through that illness? So the answer was, remain very open in your heart. The angel said softly, follow that which comes only from your heart. And in this way, many healings will occur on levels that are beyond your understanding. How meaningful this is, that follow your heart. Don't try to, put whatever coming in your heart and try to cover it. It just comes from your heart. There is a very inner meaning to it. There's some power which is beyond our physical or material understanding. So just follow your heart, be open, be loving to yourself and to others around you. So this was the advice given. I would hear similar words from Spirit many times in other sessions. This, I'm just reading the last part of this, page 46. I would hear similar words from Spirit many times in other sessions. When we close our hearts, we block energies, primarily the energy of love, from healing us. So we block our heart, not to hurt anyone else, but to ourselves, because primarily the energy of love is very, very much required to heal us. Right. And for this reason, the emotional hardening of heart leads to physical hardening. And that's why people become, hard at heart, showing that, oh, I'm very strong, I'm capable of doing things by myself. I don't need people. I don't need love. But what happens is there's always a reaction to it. And this leads to physical hardening also. Why was he the one chosen to experience AIDS? That was the question. It was his turn, the angel told. It was just that it was his turn. Was that the answer? The angel said yes. What else is important to understand about the experience of AIDS? It is a plague of your time, the angel said. That points to a pattern of self-hatred among humankind. So it's a plague. So what is the worst thing that can happen to you to realize, to make you understand the meaning of self-love? The hatred, right? The hatred from everywhere, from family, from friends, from society. So that was the hatred, and that's why it was his turn to go through that experience and still come out as, shining, loving soul. And movement away from life and belief in the self as the body and separate and all that is. And that was also the reason why he was given that turn, because it was important for him to do the movement of light from darkness, and a belief in the self as a body, and a belief in himself that body is separate from soul. And so the last question was, is it accurate then to say that AIDS is healing humanity? Which I would have never agreed if I would have just heard it from anyone else. But after reading this and understanding the true meaning and the growth behind it, I would also agree. And that's what the angel said, that is correct. AIDS is he. In this case, he experienced it for the humanity, right? For the growth or healing of the humanity, by giving them a lesson how self-love is important. So that's what I have, Madhuji, but please
wonderful.
help me.
No, thank you so much. It was like, I would say, demand of the time, I would say, because personally, me personally, I had 4 to 5 questions like that coming to me related to that, and this is the best answer to all those questions. And to to even understand that, yes, that is what I've been telling even in my Hindi class and even in my English class, that anyway, first of all, very, very great thanks to you. Thank you so much, Rani ji, that you really did a wonderful job on Swadhyaya, and you explained so very well with all the points and with in such a short time. Thank you so much. And really, really amazing. So wonderful clap for you. So thank you, thank you. It's really amazing that you did, and we really understood whatever you explained. So now, when I go back to the things that when we as souls, I would start from soul's journey, my masters, that here, what happens is that we all say that we all are spiritual beings having a human experience. Why we are here, first of all, let me answer you. There had been a lot of challenges for each and every one of us. So we should not even shy about it that, oh, we are apart. No, we have this and that. No, everyone did had certain kind of challenges in their lives. And don't you feel, or don't you just make a note of it in your own mind that we were progressing and we are progressing, and that is why we are here, because we were working with spirit and we were working with light, because the universe, spirit and light were guiding us to make us near to the spirit and the light. And that is why we had experienced a lot of challenges, because that was our karma, but also because it came for us to understand and start understanding that as souls we are full of love, but we have forgotten this identity. Our main purpose as souls is to give and receive love and be in that happy state. That this is the main purpose for each and every one. But we have, yes, and we have totally forgotten this. So now what is happening, that when we are experiencing these scenarios, or any kind of diseases, or any kind of addictions, or any kind of thing, other problems, what are we experiencing is that there is no compassion, there is no kindness, and there's no unconditional love. We are not loving, not even ourselves, but as human beings, we have forgotten that we were spiritual ones, or we are soul. We are souls. And the souls, the basic nature is to love. But when we have turned human, we have forgotten this, because there are layers and layers of identity. But as souls, who are we? We are like a shape of egg, oval shape of egg, where we are genderless. There is no gender. And that is what we all have to go to reach to that state, to that pinnacle, to become genderless. Just imagine what we have done. We have come from that genderless state. Now, what are we doing? We have disintegrated ourselves into female and male. Two energies separate, duality. But unless we understand the darkness, we can't understand light. So same way, for creation, we need female energy. For to grow, we need light as well, right? To understand things, to have that strength and courage. To have that love, we have female energy. But to have that strength, knowledge, that support system, that spine, we need man. Same way, that manliness or that masculine energy we need. Same way, we all need these two energies. When they combine, these two energies, when they are in balance form, then we actually open our heart chakra. When we open our heart chakra, we get connected to the divine chakra, the universal heart chakra. And that is the real state. But to experience and to go to that state, we have to become one with spirit and light. And that is where the journey begins. Now, you all are here. You are already on this journey. So whoever has come onto this earth planet and experiencing a lot of challenges, basically what is happening? If we are experiencing certain kind of these kind of situation, what we heard today, basically that is calling for unconditional love. That is, I have answered to other people also same way. This is this is what we have to understand, that as human beings, we have given that disintegration feeling to each and everything, the differentiation, boy and girl, man and woman, and all those things, good or bad. But actually, what it is, there's nothing good, nothing bad. Everything exists in us. And when we balance everything, what do we become? We will become one. That is what the soul, the spirit is, the light is. And that is where, masters, we have to understand that sometimes it's good to accept and go from there rather than fighting it, resisting it, and understanding that we all are love. And also, when we fight this challenge that we are not worthy of love, we don't belong here, we feel guilt, we don't accept ourselves. Sometimes people don't accept their faces as well, like their own character, behavior, appearance also. But the thing is, that is where we need to let the other people know that we love them, we see them as they are, and we accept them. So being into that, like getting into that compassionate mode, kind mode, not only for us, but others as well. And always, whenever, masters, if you don't remember any of this, just remember these two words of mine, that whoever tells you, whoever tells you that love does not exist, love does not happen, or whatever it is, be in that state of love. Never take anybody's answer for that. Just remember that you are love, and everything about you is love. You are worthy of love, and that is what and that is what I teach every time. Be that love. If nobody loves you, that's okay. Don't go for that outside love. Feel the love for your own self. Give self-love to yourself. And that is what I have always been teaching. And that is where, so today it confirms, really it confirms. I had definitely people, see, there are many masters who would say that, you know what, she is teaching, but thank you, masters, for teaching me this, I would say. So be in that state of love. Whoever tells you to be fearful, whoever gives you that fear, like how you did, Rani ji, very well said. And that is what I also have this, that look into the eyes of fear and say, what are you going to me? I'm going to face you. I'm going to see you in your eyes, right in your eyes. Nothing can happen because I'm strong. I'm much stronger than you. And that is where our journey starts, masters. So never ever give in to fears. Never ever give in to fears. Let people say whatever they want to say. Definitely there will be hard situations coming into your life. The remaining journey is not going to be easy, masters. That is what I'm teaching you. Always remember this. The remaining journey is not going to be easy. We all are lighthouses, and this is where we are going to stand. We have to be calm. We have to be composed. We have to be graceful. We have to be loving. Never give in to fear. When you are into fear, when you are into guilt or hatred, that is where the darkness starts. But we have to keep that balance always, because until unless we understand the darkness, our shadow aspect, our manipulation, our unaware state, or any addictions, we have to understand that. So with that, I'll just hold my tongue now. But thank you so much. Really, this was an amazing, amazing chapter. And thank you, Raniji, for doing such an amazing Swadhyaya. Unmute yourself here. Yeah, Gitanjali ji and Rupal ji, and then we can go into meditation. Already too much time.
Yeah,
Right?
I just Rani ji, wonderful beginning, and it's given me a lot of strength now to face tomorrow morning. Now, I wanted to ask you, Madhu ji, the near-death experience when John has had. Now he chose to come into life than go into that realm. So, is it possible we can do that?
Yeah, why not free will? Your free will is there. But then he chose the disease, he got that disease, AIDS, right? He got that.
Correct,
But now,
correct.
why
Yes.
was AIDS, why he got AIDS? Because he was into guilt. He was into guilt. So that's why he
Yes,
chose, okay, I will live
yes,
that life, because every soul has to experience and every soul has to progress. So until unless you learn, these lessons will come. Until unless you learn. So that is why acceptance is the way to go. You have to accept that giving and receiving unconditional love and accepting everyone around you with compassionate heart and being kind to each other, being non-violent, that is where we learn and accept. And as soon as we accept, the lesson go away, because then things change. We can definitely hope for that. I don't know when it will change, but definitely it changes. No, but I have heard.
So probably for him, no, he wanted to come back into life to face that
But
challenge what he had taken up, right?
yeah, because when you go and read this book, you can heal your life. That is why I wanted to check, because I felt that when you have AIDS, you are into guilt. So if you check this page number, 1 second, yeah, page number page number 177 of You Can Heal Your Life, this book. In that,
Huh.
there are table, problem, probable cause, and new thought pattern. So there is feeling defenseless and hopeless. Nobody cares. That is a probable cause. A strong belief is not being good enough, that you're not good enough for anyone. Denial of the self and the sexual guilt. So I
Okay.
really wanted to read this. Why? Because this is the problem when there are so many people facing this challenge. Why are they facing? Because somewhere they had this sexual guilt, some kind of guilt was there. And that is why, to remove that, they experience this disease. And
Yeah.
also that they feel that nobody cares about them. A strong belief in not being good enough. So you're not good enough for your family, society, anything. Then when we say those things to them, definitely it harms them. But we have to show acceptance that we love you and we accept you as you are. Because whatever it is, the soul self is basically that genderless thing, that is it. But what we have created is that man and woman, but we all are one. That is why Shiva has to be seen with Shakti, Ardhanarishwar.
Mm.
That is the balancing. That is where this is the state actually. But when they both separated, we became this. Like when Adam and Eve did the sin, and then we are all now in this form, right? But not to blame them. Okay. But the thing is, the story, I'm just telling the story. So anyway, you got the answer, right?
Yes,
Or you
yes.
didn't?
Thank you.
Also, Gitanjali ji, while I was reading, this was what John said, that after he said the best way to treat your fear is to kiss them on the nose and they disappear. He said, almost dying helped me to realize that they, with a capital T, don't have any power over me anymore. And by they, he meant the neighbors, the teachers, his friends, and even his romantic partners. All of these people, they came out of the woodwork from time to time and used to disturb him, so they don't exist for him anymore. So he realized that fact when he went to near death experience.
And
Okay.
new thought pattern, that for people who feel that what kind of thought pattern or affirmation we can give. So I'm part of the universal design. I'm important and I'm loved by life itself. I'm powerful and capable. I love and appreciate all of myself. So this is the best affirmation that anyone can have, that I appreciate and love myself. All is well with me. I am happy and vibrant and I accept myself. I love myself. That is what wherever you are in the world, just feel that you are worthy of everything, every good thing. When we are given breath, when we are given all the pran shakti also, no partiality is shown by the universe. So why are we partial towards human beings? Why are we partial towards murderers, or not many things? Definitely for us, that's such a big thing, big punishment, like sin. But we all have been that masters. We have been rapists, we have been murderers, we have been thieves, and we have been lot many things, diseased also, untouchables also, like people who have leprosy also, we have been everything. And now, because we are in this state and we feel that we are good, so we think that we have never been like that. We have been. And that is why where we have to understand, we have to be compassionate towards everyone. So wonderful class. Thank you, Gitanjali ji. Let's
No,
take.
I'm going to share this your PDF to a friend who's got AIDS, who's in guilt.
Wonderful.
So
That's very
it's
nice.
going to help him a lot. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Gitanjali
Thank
ji.
you
It
so
will really do a world of good to that person. You know?
much.
Yes, Rupal ji. And then we can go into meditation masters.
Oh, yeah, I will keep it short. Just wanted to say very well done, Raniji.
Thank you.
And yeah, a good explanation. And Madhuji, yeah, today you said, right, our group name is Light and Soul. So add love, light, and soul meditation group.
Have
I
you
think
subscribed to the YouTube channel?
no.
No? Okay, why didn't you? Because my this YouTube channel name is Love Light Star Shine.
Oh, really? Oh, I will do that today.
And that is
Sorry.
why I've kept it, because
Okay.
I believe in love, I believe in light, and that is why I want this
Oh.
group to shine like star. So Love Light Star Shine. I don't know why I created that, but this
Oh
is
my God. I just thought you are way ahead then.
it was
Okay.
actually, yeah, some things are way ahead. I can see that, and I don't know, maybe masters are helping me, that's why. So not maybe, they are helping me always. I'm guided. And that is why the group name is Light and Soul, because that is what I wanted to teach and preach. And we all are souls. That is what you should all believe in. Now from today, whoever had been listening to this session, masters, please always remember that you are soul. First, soul, not the body. And when you are thinking from that soul level, definitely you will understand that compassion, that kindness, and that unconditional love. Remember that you are not fear, but you are love. Love has love can break all the barriers, every barrier. So whenever love is there, there's no fear. Okay. So thank you, Rupalji. Thank you so
Thank
much for
you.
this wonderful statement. You already got your answer. Now you have to subscribe. Okay. Give Navinji, you have already provided. Thank you so much.
I will. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. So, okay, masters, let's go into meditation. Thank you so much to Rani ji for such a wonderful Swadhyaya. So, with that, masters, let's cross our feet and legs. Sit cross-legged, clasp your hands and fingers and close your eyes. Now, with 4 and 5 deep breaths and breathing in and breathing out, just try to center yourself. Close your eyes, breathe in and breathe out. So wherever you have gone in the morning till evening, wherever you were, wherever you felt you left your energy, power, or any thoughts that had created any ripple effect in your life, or anything that bothered you. So let us breathe out all that tension, let it transmute into golden energies. And as you breathe in, remember that you're totally surrounded with cosmic energy, which is filled with love and golden light. The air that you breathe in is also filled with life force energy. So as you breathe in, feel the peace, the calm, the serenity, the golden energies coming inside with each and every breath in both of your nostrils, getting inside your body, bringing your body into a serene, tranquil state. So breathe in and breathe out and relax. One by one, bring attention to each and every part of your body and start relaxing from head to toe. With that, I'll share the music, masters. As you breathe in, remember to relax your facial expressions, your head, your shoulders, your neck, your hands and your arms. As you breathe in again, remember to relax your spine, your upper back and lower back. Breathe in into your heart, your lungs. Let them expand as you breathe in and relax. Every in-breath gets inside your stomach region, relaxing all the three parts of your abdomen. Breathe in, masters, and as you breathe out, try to relax and let go of any energy that you feel has bothered you or unhealed energies. Let it out, release. Feel that emotion, any emotion that has hardened you. Can you forgive that situation? Can you forgive that person? Can you accept them as they are? As you breathe in, see their physical appearance in front of your closed eyes. Just visualize them. And when you see them, you just forgive them or ask for forgiveness. Accept them as they are. Give them your love. I know it won't be easy, but just share your love with them. If you feel teary-eyed, let your tears flow. Don't stop them. Don't resist. Just wash away any trauma, any pain, any hurt out through your eyes and relax. Just breathe in and breathe out. As you relax your stomach region and heart and lung region, try to relax your lower half part of the body. Relax your hips, your thighs, your knees, calf muscles, your ankles, knees, the tops of your feet and your toes. Let go of any resistance, anything that you feel. Just let go and relax. Now ground your energies into Mother Earth, as you always do, masters. As this music is playing, you all understand that every music, every instrument is very different. They have their own sets of voice, sound, and we listen and we love it, like it. Same way, every human being, every soul who comes on this planet Earth to learn their lessons has different personalities, different set of emotions, different likings, dislikings, different habits. but we all can accept them, love them, be kind to them, not only to others, but to ourselves. And that is where we will discover new horizons of unconditional love. Today, Prakriti Ma, Goddess Saraswati, has come to teach us this lesson with her wonderful sitar, helping us understand that even in sitar, we have different notes, different strings, but when they all work together, they make a beautiful sound. With that, masters, now let go of any identity that you associate yourself with, your name, fame, the layers of other identities that you carry, your family name, your religion, caste, culture, creed, race, country, what you have lost, what you have gained. Let go of any identity. And now just be with yourself. Just breathe in and breathe out. When you see a dancing peacock, you see the beauty of that peacock. You see that peacock is dancing and peacock's wings are totally all around the place. The peacock dances with its wings totally in a circular fashion. He keeps his wings as if showing off his wings, showing off his feathers. Beautiful feathers with beautiful colors. There can be different colors of peacocks. Same way, peacock is a male, but with such beauty. The peacock dances when there's a thunderstorm or rain going to happen. We enjoy the peacock's beauty, but the peacock is male, not a female. We can say handsome to the peacock, but no, we do say that it's so beautiful because we see through the eyes of love. We accept. Why can't we accept everyone else around us? This is a barricade or obstacle made by our own self, our mindset, which the society does not accept. We still have a far way to go in making everyone understand and to even realize our own self that we are souls having a human experience. Never forget this identity that you are a powerful soul and that nothing is impossible for you.
This woman is an anomaly. Harper's Bazaar magazine featured her on the cover.
My dear masters, now very slowly, let us thank the universal energies, Mother Earth, our partners who are meditating along with us, fellow meditators. Let us give thanks and gratitude to each and every one. Very slowly, as you breathe in and breathe out, let us start feeling our body from head to toe. Let us come into our body's consciousness, slow and steady. Take your time. And whenever you feel comfortable, start straightening up your spine, your neck, your head, your hands. Try to feel them as you unclasp them. Also try to feel your legs, your feet, your toes. Move them. Now, as you are into your body's consciousness, remember who you are. Are you the same person who was sitting and listening to the Swadhyaya 30 minutes ago? Or are you the same person who existed a second ago? We are ever changing. Everything changes around us. Even the air that we breathe, the way we breathe out, is all changing. And change is the only constant which continues. So sometimes we all need to see with different perception, with new sets of eyes, new perception. Very slowly, masters, try to unclasp your hands and fingers. Very slowly. Keep the palm of your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And whenever you feel ready, masters, you can open your eyes beneath your palms and very slowly remove your palms with a beautiful smile. And you may open your eyes whenever you feel comfortable and ready. Just give a big hug to yourself. Take a deep breath in and feel yourself. Just melt yourself in your own arms and feel that energy. Feel the love. Thank you so much, masters. Thank you. Thank you, masters. Thank you, each and everyone, for this wonderful session. Thank you to Rani ji for this wonderful Swadhyaya. I believe she left, but it was really a great session. And thank you to each every participant who was here. So we'll meet tomorrow, masters, and let us talk tomorrow. And let us, if you have any questions, you can definitely share in the group. And if you have still anybody wants to share anything, they can. Otherwise, we can definitely we have tomorrow again, right? So let's meet tomorrow. So thank you so much, masters. May we all be happy, healthy, and vibrant. May we experience bliss in whatever we do. May we practice our meditation daily. May we understand that change is the only constant. Let's teach meditation to others. Help others awaken themselves. And always believe, always remember that love is the highest frequency. Let us be in that frequency. Feel compassionate, kind towards others. Let us give and receive love. Thank you so much, masters. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.